Bar test. So ito yung mga kasama namin ngayon. So hindi pa kami nag-start. We're gonna be starting in a short, very short while.
Ay sus, ang problema sa ako mga anak. Video eh. Orang-orang sa okay yan.
Yan. So yan yung mga kasama namin ngayon dito sa DWWD. So nag-ready. Ano? Kasi yung host. Kasama ko si Jay.
Jervin Tuazo. Ano bang problema sa long-distance relationship niyo?
Ano tawag doon? Control room?
No, that's technician's room.
Control room.
Technician's room.
So the guy inside the control room is in control.
Ano yan, Fee?
The guy inside the control room is in control.
The guy in the hosting room is hosting.
The host.
The host of his
And the guy who against me.
Ano? And this live pala kami. That's the camera over there. Yeah. So, I'm just waiting for a couple of, I don't know, set up some mga technicals. Hello. Picture. Tapos, ayun. DWWD.
Uy, buka na, parang narinig ko na siya.
DWWD. Wait, ganun ba yun? Ganun ba yun?
The program that aims to inform, inspire, and empower our teachers both in the academe and in the corporate world all over the country. Welcome to another hour filled with information and inspiration. Taking over the main anchor seat in behalf of Dr. Ray Sampson is your host for today, Trainer Gerald Galang at your service. With me here are my fellow hosts, celebrity teacher, Fel Lustanyas.
Mas siglang buhay sa bawat isa, Teacher Gerald. Happy New Year!
Kumusta New Year mo, teacher?
Of course, banding-banding with the family. Kasama ko yung mother ko, sister ko, brothers ko. Siya ang pinasyalan namin ngayong year. Kaya nakita-kita ulit kami mga magkakapatid.
Nakita ka sa TV, ah?
Sa TV, oo. Thank you for the love. School education under the bridge sa Lawerta, Parañaque.
Yes, artista ka na.
Natataon na na-interview na ako. Pero at least, nakapagbigay ng inspiration, especially doon sa mga remote communities natin, Teacher Gerald. Kasi mostly, dahil napaka-short, marami kaming napanood na documentary reports. So, talagang nakita namin na ang hirap ng mga guro, lalo na sa paglalakad, kung paano sila magturo sa mga kabataan.
Ipakilala sa inyo sina Jervin Tuason, the yoga instructor, and the two life coaches / startup entrepreneurs, Lee Xiaoming and Migs Alfonso.
Wow, welcome to the show.
Thank you for accepting us here. Hello.
Thank you.
Tama, naalala ko si Dal Mizu.
Sinigang miso.
That always comes up.
Tama.
Sige, simulan siguro natin sa sa ating yoga instructor. Tell us more about your what you actually do, and what is yoga all about. Gaano siya ka-relevant sa buhay natin ngayon?
So, I'm Jervin Tuason nga pala. So, I'm teaching in Ananda Marga Yoga Center. So, doon ako nag-aral ng yoga. I'm trained by monks from India.
Monks? So, you studied in India ba?
Hindi. Yung may mga monks kasi na, actually heartbroken kasi ako nun. Tapos na napunta ako sa, yung dad ko sinabi sa akin na may temple dyan na parang makakatulong sa mind mo magkaroon ng sense of inner peace.
Where's this?
Sa Sikatuna Village.
Si Katuna. Doon dyan pa rin sa ninong kapatid ng mother. Talaga? Anong pangalan ng is it a temple?
Para siyang Jagriti or a place of meditation.
Okay. And gaano katagal yung training na pinaaral?
Siguro 2013 nag-training ako. Natapos ako early 2014. So, doon ako na-inspire maging vegetarian na rin and magturo ng mga yoga postures for people na, especially yung mga sa mom ko na nasa Makati City Jail. Doon ako unang-una nag-class.
Makati City Jail.
For free.
Ayaw na pag-usapan natin last week na okay na siya ngayon, no? Right, very good. Yun, sabi mo nag-vegetarian ka, bakit ka nag-decide na maging vegetarian? Ano ba mga realizations mo during your training?
Kasi nung nag-training kami nung kasama sila dada sa mga monks sa Nandamarga, sinabi niya yung difference ng pagkain ng meat saka yung pagkain ng gulay. So, ang laki ng naging epekto sa akin ng pagkain ng gulay. Siyempre, yung pagtulog ko, maayos din. Tapos yung paano ko mag-isip. Medyo, bigla ako naging optimistic or naging positive sa mga views ko sa buhay-buhay. Hindi katulad dati na parang yung mood ko, parang paiba-iba. Kasi lakas ko mag-ganun. Tapos may bata nga, pag-tsong kawali. Tapos,
sarap nga naman.
pag nakakita ko ng parisan dyan sa tabi-tabi, makain ako. Nung unang hirap, nahanap-hanap ko talaga yung mga fast foods. Tapos, nung nasanay na ako, nung yung baga magising, surprisingly, parang aga-aga ko naging, parang ang sarap magising ng maaga nung nag-vegetarian ako. Tapos, yun na, nung medyo lumalambot na yung katawan ko dahil sa practice na yun, saka na ako nag-aral ng mga poses.
May said lumalambot, naging flexible.
Naging flexible, nalulusin up yung mga muscles, mga joints, parang tumitigas.
Sabi mo nga sa amin nung last na conversation natin, it goes beyond sa mga posture na yan, di ba?
Yun, yung medyo malalim na part ng yogic practice, yung meditation. So,
how is it different from transcendental meditation?
Actually, wala pa. Hindi ko naririnig yung transcendental meditation kasi doon lang talaga ako lumaki dun sa Anandamarga yogic meditation. Yung you meditate just to let go of all the things that no longer serves you, katulad ng mga social influences, yung mga social lives na medyo hindi maganda sa katawan, katulad ng pagbabar, or yung mga nilalet go mo yung mga chismis, yung mga gossips na naririnig mo, and then yung mga negative sides ng buhay, katulad ng may paggalit sa'yo yung tao, parang parang ilet go mo lang lahat ng stress.
Yung anger,
para in order for you daw to connect deeper to the universal consciousness or to God, parang it's like a way of praying na parang mas nakakapag-dasal ka ng maayos at mas nakakapag-connect ka in a way na parang wala kang bigat sa katawan, di katulad ng iba na pag nagpag-pray, parang masyadong stress, masyadong nalulungkot, masyadong mabigat, parang nahihirapan ka. Parang hirap isabihin lahat ng gusto mo sabihin. Ayun, sa meditation, lalo pag nagpa-practice ka ng vegetarianism, mas nagiging madali siya.
May link siya sa Hinduism. Di ba yoga originated from Hinduism? Tama ba?
I would rather say that yung yoga comes from India, but originated in India.
Okay.
And then yung Hinduism that is also founded in India. So you will be able to notice also that there is somehow a connection between yoga and Hinduism. Kasi even the gods, although right now, most of the yoga practitioners do not focus on yung link niya with Hinduism, and most of the yoga practitioners right now would only focus on the meditation and on the asanas, which are the postures. Asanas, which are the postures.
Okay, yes. Okay. So I don't have to be I don't have to join Hinduism, di ba?
Yes.
So para mag-practice ko yung lifestyle ng isang yoga practitioner, no?
And this time around, Gerald, you will also be able to notice that most of the people would rather focus on the spiritualism instead of religion. Ang ibig kong sabihin, of course, each practitioner, each individual may have their own religion, may have their own way of practicing or worshiping God. Kasi yun na nga yung sinasabi natin, yung universality. We're looking at the same being, but we're looking at different angles, perhaps. So even if you have, let's say, Christianity, and even Christianity has different denominations, we're still looking at the same God, but we're looking at it perhaps from different angles, depending on what you feel and what you believe is perhaps the easiest way, or what works for you, which will help you in worshiping God. So, yung ibang religions din believe that there is this supreme being, but they just have a different way or different practice of worshiping that supreme being,
or expressing their faith. Kanya-kanya, whatever works for you.
So yun siya.
Okay. Pero you conduct classes, right?
Yes.
Kaya ka nag-start mag-conduct. You started in 2013.
2013, pero yung parang lang yun parang yung mga practice classes lang yun sa Slimmers World. So, di ba? Nandun ako nagsimula sa Slimmers World tsaka sa mom ko. Dahil sa Makati City Jail. Tapos parang dito akong ganun kaseryoso lang kasi parang ano ba itong ginagawa ko? Parang just for the money lang ba? Tapos nung nakikita ko na maraming na-inspire sa asanas, tapos maraming natutulungan, better sleep, nakaka-move on daw kasi yung mind, yung dinadala kasi ako sa mga monks, parang tinutulungan ko sila na napatuloy sila sa monks na for meditation. So, nakita ko yung parang ang daming na-inspire, daming natutuwa. So, parang sige, itutuloy ko ito, gagawin ko ng full-time
Yeah, we have this misconception siguro na ang mga yoga practitioners, sabi nga natin, mga payat, mga slim, pero ito medyo may yung maganda yung build mo.
Actually, I think about 3 weeks ago, I was asking either Gerald or Jet, sabi ko, aside from yoga, does he do something else? Does he make muscles?
May day job ka ba?
Or do you do other athletics? Kasi malaman
Yung wife kaya ko.
Ako kaya.
Dati, early 2015, nag-gym pa ako.
Okay. So, kailangan mo bawal may conflict of between working out in the gym.
Yung workout saka yung class, tinigil ko yung pag-gym ko kasi parang tumitigas yung shoulders ko tapos yung chest muscles ko. Hindi ko siya may open ulit. Parang pag nag-yoga posture ako, nagtuturo ko. So, hindi ko mapakita ng maayos yung posture. Kaya, tinigil ko muna yung pag-weightlifting ko. So,
pero hindi naman siya, hindi siya against.
Hindi lang.
You can work out in the gym and you can do
okay lang naman. Pero
as
a teacher lang, parang hindi mo lang ma-demo na maayos yung mga poses mo. So, tinigil ko na rin at lipat na ako sa Muay Thai, martial arts, para na-divert ko naman yung time ko sa iba.
Kasi sikilala din ako yoga instructress ng mga babae naman. She's also the founder of Fitness to Go, na nagpo-provide sa mga companies ng mga instructors like you. Basta ako na-recruit sa kanila. Sila maghanap ng racket mo. She's also a yoga practitioner and nag-weightlifting siya. At ang lakas, babae yan pero real hindi siya lesbian or what. Ano talaga, I don't know, sa kanya siguro, kanya-kanyang, siguro sa kanya-kanyang, kasi siya, kaya niya mga sobrang mga flexible ang mga poses.
At the same time,
maskulado siya, girl.
I think, Gerald, yung difference kasi dyan with weightlifting and yoga practice is that when you're weightlifting and when you go to the gym regularly, yung parang kinocontract mo yung muscle tapos binibuild mo yung muscles. Whereas yung yoga asanas usually would aspire for flexibility. So, yun yung sinasabi niya na sometimes if you are a teacher, it would be difficult for you to show yung posture. Yung sa Bikram nga, kailangan kaharap mo talaga yung salamin. Because you're looking at your posture. You're looking at kung how far you can go on a particular posture. So yun yung sinasabi niya. Mahirap kung malalaki yung muscles mo tapos when you say something, you perform a particular posture or asana, mahirap makita mo yung alignment ng body posture mo and so on.
What's Bikram? You mentioned Bikram.
Bikram is another brand of yoga. Yung yoga nga, sabi ng research person natin has more than 5,000 asanas. Yung Bikram only focuses on about 28 asanas. And 28 or a little more than that one, but parang yun yung concentration niya. And then we also have different yoga practices. Merong iyengar, meron yung ashtanga, meron ding vinyasa yoga. And yun siya, sometimes would only focus on postures.
Okay.
Meron ding ibang branches ng yoga that focus on meditation and so on.
So yun ang difference.
Yun. Pero it's really a whole body. Yung yoga kasi is a whole body of knowledge, and there are just specific branches, and some brands of yoga only focus on certain aspects. Now, yun ang Bikram yoga na punta siya sa korte doon sa US. sabi ni Bikram, yung si Chuck Harry, Bikram something, yung founder ng Bikram Yoga, sabi niya, you have all of these asanas. I only selected about 28 and I arranged them in a certain arrangement kasi merong ibang gyms in the United States and in some countries na fina-follow yung Bikram. Tapos si Bikram Yoga has already registered this in the property something. So kinopyright niya. When they went to the court, sabi ng ibang mga practitioners, yoga is universal. Yoga is practiced wherever. So therefore you cannot claim. You cannot claim ownership. Pero yung argument ni Bikram was that the asanas are like notes in a musical composition. You arrange them in a particular manner. You selected out of the 5,000 asanas, and you arrange them in a particular manner. That is my brand. Therefore, I own intellectual property of that.
Yung arrangement.
Yung arrangement. Yun yung argument niya sa konti. Nanalo siya.
Parang it's like writing a song.
Yes. It's like you're using the words, but you arrange it in a particular pattern.
And then it's a different song na.
Yes, but yun na yung sinasabi natin.
But still a song. Diba?
Yes. Pero yun na yung sabi natin. Yoga has, depending on the kind of yoga that you're practicing, it has different branches, different brands of yoga also concentrate on certain aspects.
Parang music, may rap music, may ballad, may hip-hop.
Meron na tinatawag na power yoga. Yung power yoga na you perform a particular asana for a couple of seconds and you immediately shift to another one. So yun siya na tinatawag na power kasi Ganon tapos bending. Grabe.
So parang Bikram pinaka-popular sa lahat ng forms of yoga?
Not only Bikram, but kasi yun yung problema nga eh. Ang problem kasi with yoga is, I'm not saying that it's problematic, but some of the practitioners and some of those who own studios have really commercialized yoga. And yun yung problema niya kasi, in fact, when you get into certain studios, hindi lang yung practice of yoga ang makikita mo. They sell books, they sell merchandise, they sell everything na pagkamahal-mahal.
Mga mats.
So, parang nawawala na rin yung concept of yung totoo talagang
pure na yun.
Yes, yung
discipline. So sa'yo, anong form of yoga? Bikram?
Vinyasa, Hatha Vinyasa Yoga. So going back sa sinasabi ni Sir, yung sa India kasi parang yung practice of yoga hindi siya talaga for sale. So it's purely an exchange of energy kind of practice na kailangan. And kung papaturo ka ng yoga sa isang practitioner or sa teacher na bigyan mo na siya ng prutas, bigyan mo na siya ng pagkain, or kung may pera man, konting-konti lang, hindi katulad dito na nagiging sobrang commercialized.
Fee talaga.
Hindi na iba, parang nag-charge ka.
And then, even yoga, there is also another branch na yung concentration niya is through the breathing. Yung control mo sa pag-breathe. And yung belief system din niya, yung breathing is the one that also gives you life something. So, parang ganon rin na kinakontrol ng breath of life. So, ganon. In fact, meron ding na-documentary nga to in one of the countries in Indochina na merong isang tao na Buddha posture lang siya and he only received sustenance through air and sunlight. And
Breatharian.
What happened to him?
For how long?
Very, very long time kasi inaano talaga, dinocument talaga.
For 2 weeks.
More than that, I think. I don't know. And then, there was just one time na nawala siya bigla. Nawala lang talaga. And then, nagmula sila. Paano yun? Kasi, there was this camera na nakatutok sa kanya. And then, makikita mo rin na meron siyang slight movements. So, buhay talaga siya. Meron siyang slight movements. But there was just one time na he didn't know what happened to him. Nawala lang siya. But anyway, yung ibig kong sabihin is that there is also this stream of the whole body na nag-believe din na yung breath niya is also one of the sources of life. Yun siya. So, yun na rin.
Totoo nangyari yan? Nawala siya?
Well, it was documented. There was a documentary produced.
Okay, napaka-interesting naman ang topic natin. O sige, ano to? Paano to? Do you offer classes?
Oo, yes. Mga schools, offices, sa gyms, dance studios.
O nga pala Slimmers World din ako.
Sa Gold's Gym na ako ngayon.
Ang Gold's Gym in Makati.
DGC.
Social. Local City. So, ilang months mo na ginagawa with gym?
Sa Gold's since August 2015 na.
And how big is your class? Every session? Ano, weekly or every day na?
Sa Gold's kasi every Tuesday morning lang ako, tsaka Saturday evening ako dun eh. Sa Gold's, so yung mga students minsan na 15 to 25. Wow! Dami. Kasi Slimmers World talaga yung record niya. 45 ang kailangan ko. Kaya yung classes doon parang siyang power yoga. Kasi yung mga tao doon, ayaw nila nung parang inner size. Gusto nila talaga yung exercise lang. Kasi may
superficial lang.
Kasi yung hatha yoga kasi yung parang siyang inner size na yung parang i-stimulate mo lang yung glands and sub-glands mo para for better sleep, para anti-stress. Pero iba talaga gusto talaga mag-pawis. So gusto talaga yung mga rigid poses.
Yung tanong kayo na ni Teacher Bobby, may ibang work ka beside from that?
Full-time yun ang teacher ko.
Ipupunan mo talaga ng income.
Nagkaklas ako mga 2 times, 3 times a day. Pero plano ko gawin sana 5 times.
5 times na?
Sa isang araw.
Ang classes mo?
Target ko this year.
Per 1 hour? Per
1 hour per class. Minsan 1 hour and 30 minutes. Minsan 2 hours.
Depende doon sa offer ng
Depende dun sa
isang place.
minsan naman one-on-one. Minsan family class.
I don't know if this is tama na gano'n, no? Yung magkano kinikita ng isang yoga
Sa isang yoga teacher, nung bago ako, nung parang wala pa ako masyadong experience, ina-charge ko lang kasi per hour is 600.
Actually, even sa yung mga sa Zumba, yan, mostly ang ano is 600 pesos eh.
Pero ngayon na medyo matagal na namin, 1,000 na, regardless kung kahit ilan yung umattend. Tapos pag sa office
sa per session, 1,000.
Pero pag sa office naman, lalo sa Makati o kaya sa naging medyo traffic, 1,500.
Depende yung sa place.
Tapos 5 sessions ka pa sa isang araw.
No target.
Wala ka rin dapat kinumpute.
Pero sa Quezon City naman, 600 pa rin to 800. Lalo na pag malapit sa amin.
But that also depends kung anong brand of yoga you're also teaching. Kasi meron ibang mga freelancers, meron ibang brand. And there are also other brands of yoga, especially mga studios na medyo high-end, mataas din yung rate na seniors teachers. And eto rin kasi, Gerald, you cannot just teach yoga unless you have certification. So, merong teacher certification din.
May international siya.
Depende. Ang Ananda, they have their own certification system.
Okay.
Pero meron din ibang mga grupo na...
Pero accepted siya internationally?
Within their system, yes. Kasi meron din ibang yoga practices na in-house, hindi naman in-house, pero yung sa kanila na talaga. When you say Bikram, for example, yung Bikram practitioners and Bikram instructors are the only ones who only conduct that one. And then meron ding IYY, I think International Yoga something, Yoga Alliance. Yoga Alliance na IYA, I think. Basta, meron sila mga studios in Southeast Asia, usually sa Singapore, kinakandak. Meron din sa Thailand. I'm not sure with Hong Kong, but I think there are some. So, yung sa kanilang Yoga Alliance, this is one organization, but they have certain certifications for different brands of yoga. And you will be surprised, marami na talagang branches. In fact, hindi na nga original talaga na yoga practice siya. Here in the Philippines, sorry for saying this, but merong isang yoga practice ko no na yung ginagamit is yung laughing.
Laughter yoga.
Pero mga dog, sorry dog with your dog. So dog na siya ngayon.
Parang nakakatawa na kung i-analyze mo naman, wala naman talaga to sa yung original.
Yung original yoga.
And then they have also combined that with Pilates. Although parang tinatawag na yogi Pilates. Although, kung titingnan mo rin, I think yung Pilates din, some of the postures are actually borrowed from yoga. Because yoga is older than Pilates.
What's the difference between yoga and Pilates?
Pilates was founded by yung family name niya Pilates. He was somewhat like a physical therapist. And then there was one war. There was one war in which he had many patients. And then he tried to massage